Good morning. Welcome to Mighty Ox Trading. As you can see, as I come on live here, I'm actually already in a trade that's turning against me on NQ. It's coming back up toward the SMA. We're gonna bring the stop loss down here toward the SMA line. See if it bounces here. Been in a downtrend coming in here. You can see pulled back once, came back down. Looked like this might be a second pullback. That's why I entered off the short signal. Oh, there we go. It's heading back down. So, let's see how this does as we come on live here. It seems like things are downtrending here in the recent term. We are starting the day, not including this trade, up $24. Might see that go away depending on this trade. Made 24 bucks last night. This is heading back downward now, or it looks like it wants to. Let's see what it does. See, we did have this move here. If you're looking at the upper left-hand corner, it came down to a low of 427. So it looks like it's struggling to get back down there now. See if it does. I probably should have waited till it got down there and then broke that, but let's see what happens. It's 2 micros on this trade. Seems to want to head back up to the SMA. Overnight, NASDAQ is kind of flat. It's toward the low of its day now. Hit the low last evening, came up. It is but a little over 100-point range. Now it's come back down. Hopefully it continues to come back down, but we'll see. ES did the same. It's right near its low of the day as well. Copper, I'm trying to do this around this chart here. Copper has about a 100 tick range. Came up, also has been coming down. Gold came up and now has been coming down as well for about an 11 tick range. I hadn't yet moved oh, what the heck? Back on a 5-minute. There we go. High of the day on the UltraBond, as you can see, was uh, the very first candle of the trading day. Up here, looks like about almost a 2 tick range. Hopefully Comcast lets me trade all day today. Yesterday, I lost internet connection 3 times during the stream. So I finally gave up on it. Oil had been heading up. It's also been heading down here recently. Almost a 2 tick range. And natural gas has just been continuing a fall. About a little over 200 ticks in range. We see now NASDAQ's popping up here. So, looks like our first trade today is going to be a loser. We'll give it a little bit of room. Move the... Oh no, there we go. Selling pressure came coming back down. It's nice to see. Back to our NQ chart here. Did bounce perfectly off that SMA line. Let's see if it continues down. That would be a nice little gift. Kappa popping up. Definitely we're sideways here in this NQ trade. Seems like it wants to come back down. There we go. That's the move I wanted to see. Come on. No green, no green. Only green I want to see is in my P&L. Had a very bad day yesterday. Started the day up $134 from the evening before. Ended down $374, so about a $500 swing. There we go. Now we got some downward momentum. We'll move our stop right above this candle here. So we're in profit. No, we're not. I'm sorry. Now, that's the move I was looking for. There we go. Now my stop is trailing. It's guaranteed profit now. Let's see if it can continue. A little bit of green here. Let's quickly look at support resistance. Nothing from today, it looks like. Oh, wait. Yep. What was this back here? What was our low there? So the low of the day came on this move down shortly after the open. Well, by shortly, a few hours after the open. No. So yeah, it struggled to get below here at 420, which is exactly where we're at now. So this is a resistance. Oh, it just broke resistance. Oh, or tried to. This move is up 20 ticks. I mean 20 points. So 20 is a support resistance area, as I said. And then the low of the day came back here shortly after the open. About an hour after that low. Oh, yeah, 451. No, wait. Am I reading that right? So wait, no, that's not the low of the day. I was right. This is the low of the day. So yeah, right around 414 was the low. Sorry, still waking up. There we go. Continue to move down. Back to the forefront here. There we go. Hey, we're up 30, I think. Yeah, 30 points. Fast move down. Looks like it's gonna pull back. Nail my trailing stop. Yep, trailing stop hit. We have the $130 winner. Let's look. We were up 24. We're now at 152, so about $128 winner on that one. Uh, was I never showing my chart there? Crap. Sorry, it's early. So let me show my chart because like that would be nice, and it's continuing to go now. So here's my chart. You can see I entered here. It curled back up, bounced off the SMA, and then went down beautifully. Now it's still going. Showing stop took me out early, so I could have got more out of that trade, but I'm happy with that. See now, we are in toward the bottom of the RSI, has broken that 80 line that I watch. So we're looking for a reversal here. This could be the reversal. Or not. Still going down. Go to a daily chart. You can see we have not been this low in the NQ. Well, we did duck down to 152 on Monday. That's the the low, but besides that, we haven't seen lows since back in October. This looks like the bounce that I was looking for. We'll see if it bounces here. Nope. Looks like it's not going to bounce here. This is why you wait for confirmation. So basically, we're in another big sell-off. There's another green candle trying. Probably not going to take a reversal trade here. I got burned on trying to do that yesterday, so I need to study those more, see how they work before I start jumping into them. You see here, though, we are on a major downtrend since yesterday. We came all the way up here to almost well, we did hit 16,000 yesterday or day before. I forget what. Yeah, we hit 16,000 2 days ago, and it kind of held steady here. Came up here to retested up here to 969, and since then, boom, we're down over 600 points. Now, this does look like a reversal. Little doji candle here, basically, and now this strong move back up by 10 points. I think it wants to pass the yellow, and we're just going to watch this one and learn from it. This could reverse about 30, maybe 40 points if it's a true reversal that goes up to the SMA line. Russell. Yep, see, So this would have been the confirmation candle at 7:44 Eastern, which is right here. Came back up through, hit here after this candle. So this, I probably, if I was playing this reversal, I probably would have still waited for this candle. See if it still goes or if that was a fake out. Natural gas. So now for us watching this NQ chart, you can see how, yep, see we're green here. It's up a couple points. See how it came down here, almost touched the 80 line, and this is that move here up. If we, confirmation of this big green candle, we could have got. And I wasn't like online yet. Came up to the SMA line from 450 up to say 462. Could have got a 10 or even a 5, just a 5-point scalp if you want to play conservative. Oh, see, there's the dump back down. So this really would not have worked. This is why I gotta study this more before I utilize it. That's how I got myself in trouble yesterday. So look back here. Let's look back at the chart overnight. So here's another one. You saw it broke both the Bollinger Band and was well below the 70 line. That indicates a great great reversal opportunity. And you see that how it reversed up. Here, you also see how it reversed, but it kind of faked you out before it got above the 70 line. You would have wanted to wait until you got below the yellow line. Maybe I should make that a different color because I got yellow lines here too. It's kind of consolidating now. So let's look at our other charts. You see gold's kind of making the same kind of moves. Nice solid move down here on gold. In fact, it's made some nice solid moves in both directions. If we got in there, oops, wrong direction. So let's put that over there. Excuse me. 2.4 looks like it was a little too much. So, or 2, yeah, 2. I think we're gonna try and stick the 2 to 1. You see that would have hit profit. And see this reversed nicely to a buy signal here. This would have easily reached that 2 to 1. Obviously, clone. This would have. Doesn't look like this would have. 22. No, not have reached 2 points. You can see how one thing I gotta get better at is not just going for a generic 2 to 1, 2 points to 1 point if things aren't in that type of position. Now this really came down nicely here. This obviously would have gave me that 2-to-1. So yeah, I definitely gotta adjust, maybe based on ATR, kind of stop loss and profit target I'm going for. So a lot of traders will put their stop loss like at the recent swing high. That's a big stop, honestly. That would be from this trade. 19 ticks. So in order to get 2-to-1, I'll need 38. And in this case, this one would have gave it to me, but see how here, this definitely was a sign of a reversal. Well into probably the fourth standard deviation band. Came down about a point and a half. Shortly after the European market opened, that's why you see this huge volume candle. See where it broke the third band here. I'm sorry, broke the Bollinger on the RSI here. Sorry, popped up not a whole heck of a lot. A few point ticks. I'm not doing well this morning with the whole points and ticks thing. That was another good reversal play there, definitely. And this is where I was last night. So, it's a quick run of gold overnight. Short plays were definitely better than longs. This one went. See, this is an interesting one here. Now, if you do a 1-point stop, the original part of this move only went 14 ticks from the entry. But the 1-point stop would not have stopped out, and you would have ended up into this trade. So, but if you just took that, if I just took that 1 point there, then I could have gotten into this buy, which would have 22.6 up to 23.5. Could have got, 5, 10, 9 ticks is how far it went. Maybe could have got 5 ticks. If you're going against the trend, and you can use the 200 EMA as a trend, you see it's top the price action, so the trend is downtrending. Going against the trend, you typically want to go for a shorter profit target. Now you see 2 work there. Now here, I did not take this trade because we still had an downtrending SMA line, strong downtrend coming into it. See what it does. If it comes up here, bounces off the SMA, and then heads back up, we might look at that. No one's saying hello this morning. I am live, right? You are hearing me? I usually do a mic test beforehand. Okay, so NASDAQ, we got that winner on it as I came on. You see it did consolidate here. And now it seems like it wants to continue heading down. It's going to be an interesting day today. Just go check the news. Kind of, there's some sort of news coming out today. I don't remember how important it was. Let's look. Hello, Jim. Give me 1 second. I'll look at the ES chart. ES is probably doing the same thing NASI is, but give me 1 second while I check what news is coming out today, and I'll check that ES chart for you. We have retail sales report coming out at 8:30. Import and export prices. Doesn't look like too big of a thing, but that retail sales month over month, that could be an interesting one. Okay, let me move that back over. Oh, okay, let's boom, boom. ES chart. Yep, ES is doing the same thing Nasdaq's done, heading down hard. Since this short signal right here, it's dropped 12, 13 points. Did that same little consolidation move then before moving down. Uh, I think we're at the low of the day by far. Let's look at a daily chart on the ES as well. Again, we had that weird day on Monday. Came down. The low of Monday was 45.72. They still got a ways to go before we hit that. That'd be a heck of a drop. Yeah, maybe not as big as I thought. Another 50 points or so. Then 20th of December we were hit that low, and then back in the early December. Interesting how the daily chart on the ES looks different than the daily chart on the NQ. How are you this morning, Jimbo? Gold made that same kind of move, pull back there, came back down. I missed the entry. It's already down 6 ticks. Oh, fun. Where are you going? NQ back below the 20 line on the RSI. Nice. Nice and warm. So remember, we got into this trade here, and I got, I got $130 out of it, which I'm happy with. 138, I think it was. But from this 437, it's down 100 points. I got like 30 out of it. But if I had stayed in, you know, my trailing stop got me out here. If I had stayed in, be up 100, over 100 points. It's a really big drop for this time in the morning. And it's happened in only half an hour. Well over 100 points in half an hour. 46.27. Oh, nice. Good entry. Are below the 30 line on the RSI on ES. They've marked the 80-20 yet on ES. Too much work I need to do my charts this weekend. There we go. Oh, nice. Another nice move down here. I got an excellent trade for you. Are you in at on ES or MES, Jim? Nice. Little pop up here. Looks like it hit the Bollinger Band on the RSI and popped up. Still an excellent profit trade with about 9 points. Oh, copper just made a huge move down as well. Wow. Holy. Copper just dropped $750 in 2 minutes. See, copper. Wow. Copper, since this short signal, which occurred before I came online. And that was almost the exact same time as that NQ signal that I look at it. Oh wait, I'm looking at NQ. Oops, wrong chart. Try that, Brian. There we go. Thought that was weird that it looked exactly like NQ. So since this short signal, which was an hour before it came online, it's dropped from 52 down to 46. It's $1,500 a contract. This big drop. I wonder if something spooked the market that we're seeing all this red. I mean, or if this is just the inflationary worries and the fact that job. Now we see a possible reversal here. That's a reversal. I know a reversal candle, but we're seeing more red there. We are well below the 20 line on the RSI, down to 13. This is normally where I would definitely just take a reversal trade, but we'll see. Again, still learning. No reason to force it. Still learning this RSI. Gold sending a buy signal here, but buy signals have struggled. You see this one failed. The strong move upwards, about a point. Treasury, also sending a buy. It's the only thing we're really seeing green in right now. So this would have been a good reversal trade to take on the NASDAQ. Came up with a big green candle. It was well below the 80 line. Once it came back through the 80 line and through the yellow line, got in on this candle. Even this candle we got in just on this green candle here, it's 10 points. Is reversing a bit here. So reversal plays, remember, you're just looking for a few points or a few ticks. If you're going against the recent trend. This would have been a great reversal trade if I had the guts to take it. You see, it was not only was it well below the 80 line, I'm sorry, the 20 line on the RSI, but you had a candle that well pierced that third Bollinger Band. This was the doji reversal candle, and then this one came up 10 ticks. Actually came up more than that and pulled back. This gold signal would have been, looks like it does want to go, so it would have been a good one to take. But obviously, based on the recent moves, I was hesitant. There'll be another one. We're a little bit after the 8 o'clock hour. Do want to thank everyone for joining me. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. Any questions or comments or statements or insults, feel free to share them. Hopefully Comcast, my wonderful internet provider, lets me stay online today. Cut my stream short yesterday thanks to constant outages in the morning. And both times it went out was right before the big NQ drops. So I didn't have a chance to make back the mistakes I made yesterday. And then once it did come back, I made more, so, you know. Copper looking at it sideways now. Nasdaq trying to inch up to that strong downtrending SMA line. Gold, 5 green candles in a row. So far on the day, we're green by 152 bucks. I gotten in here and stayed in here on this trade. It's reversed by 20 points now. Up to the SMA. See if it bounces. Gold bouncing there down. NQ. Oh, buy signal there on the Nasdaq. Not going to take a buy against the trend there. Copper consolidated a bit, now heading back down. I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, I know, I was right. We are bouncing off that SMA, at least for now. We're starting to see some pretty big candles here now. That's a 7-point candle. Copper continuing to head down. Gold heading down. ES bounced off as well. Now the Russell actually made an interesting move here. What the other indices didn't make. It's obviously been coming down too. It's made the same move, but it not only went down below the 20 line. Stupid symbols in the way there. But it pierced the third band. Not third band. I keep calling it third band. But the Bollinger Band on the chart. On the RSI. There we go. I'll get it out yet. So that actually, third, you can see here, pierce the third band. I'm going to keep calling it the third band. Pierce the RSI Bollinger Band. And this reversed here. 2140 went all the way up to 44, so 4 points. Pierced it here, that next candle was 4 points, and obviously it went as much as 7. So definitely, I need to really want here. We pierced that band as well on this candle, and that started this reversal. Pierced it here. This wasn't a huge reversal, but you know, actually it's bigger than up 3 points. Pierced here, did not get below. I mean, obviously it went here. Coming back could have been a sign that it's coming back. This one really wouldn't have worked. It's not gonna. Nothing will work every time. But here, got above on this candle, big green candle, and came back down 58 to about 2 points. So it works a lot of the time. I'll have to see what the percentage is. Work on that this weekend as well. Got a lot to do this weekend. A lot to do. A lot to do. A lot to do. Crude. Wow, crude has really dropped as well overnight. From this short signal here down to where we're at now, about a $1,500 drop. A nice signal to take there. That was like 10 minutes after started the stream. If I had taken that signal and just followed it, $600. Signal on the UltraBond. Heading down. So gold, could we have predicted this little downtrend? And I'm not sure, as I didn't jump in here. Flat on the SMA, so it might continue to head down. I mean, this is obviously a good candle here. It's already down a point. But could we have gotten it up here before the signal? And the RSI never touched the 70, never broke the band. Best indication would have been here where it broke that, but that's about the same spot where we got our signal. So this would have been a good trade, but wasn't the A plus setup that I'm looking for. Off this buy signal, we got 13 ticks. We'll see what this would have given us. You can see we've been kind of up and down here, so not a lot of direction right now since this big move down. Gold's kind of directionless in its life right now, but aren't we all? Copper's continuing to just head south. Copper had a big move up 2 days ago and has lost it all. It's kind of sad. Just lost it all. Crude oil to its SMA line, S&P to its SMA line. It is Pro. It's the $30 a month one. Not the one that's the most expensive, but it's not the free and it's not the first level, so it's a second level. I eventually want the highest one, but right now I can't afford that. I do recommend. I could even give you yeah, I do recommend it. I like the fact that you can uh, have up to 10 indicators on a chart. I don't use 10, but it's better than like the one or two that they allow otherwise. And some of the other things that it allows. There's a link for TradingView. Um, it's my affiliate link. Obviously you don't have to use it, but if you do, I will get a little something out of it. I don't usually promote my links, but no harm. I should actually put that in my description. How do I remember that? What crypto do you like to trade? Thank you. Gold buy signal. We see that came down here 1821.4, hit a low of 1819.7, so about 17 ticks. Oops, that's why. TDI alt. Traders Dynamic Index Indicator, this one here. Interesting. I'll give it a. I'm gonna put it in my favorites, and I'll check it out this weekend. Thank you. I'm always willing to check out and try out new indicators. Yep. I just put it in my favorites, and I'll play with it over the weekends. We'll do some back testing on it, see how it works for me, and see how it works overall, I guess. I appreciate that tip. Uh-oh. Be right back. So this would have gonna buy. This would have been an excellent buy signal. That should have grabbed that up 30 ticks. So we're seeing a rebound here in the market. I should have grabbed that. We were already uptrending on the SMA line. So this was a missed opportunity on gold. We see copper's kind of bouncing here. Sideways now on the indices. This here, the RSI. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I don't trade crypto yet. Just futures for now. I really don't have the money to trade crypto. Uh, the futures that I trade, I'm doing a funded trading program. I'm in an evaluation where I can trade with their money once I pass, because I don't have any money of my own right now. So I really don't have any money to trade crypto at this point. Eventually, I do want to trade crypto, but no money right now. ES. We see the indices are kind of trying to curl up here. We're 5 minutes away from that. What report did I say was coming out? Retail sales report coming out. Uh, but be a little bit careful. The market's been downtrending the last couple of days. Oh yeah, it's definitely best to diversify. Don't want to have everything in one asset, one market. What crypto do you like? Just Bitcoin, or what else are you in? I'm still pretty much a beginner trader. I'm not earning anything yet. I'm doing earn to trade here. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Give me 1 second. Uh, this is earn a trade. It's the futures. It's a futures market thing. You do an evaluation with them, and then you can trade with their money. Like, if you could, this is my dad, but like here, you can choose your account size. You pay to do the evaluation, and then you can trade with their capital. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm in an evaluation, trying to reach the profit target of my evaluation. So I'm trying to reach 4,300 on the profit target without breaking any of the rules, and then they'll fund me to trade with their money. And once I'm funded, then I get 80% of the profit, and they keep 20%. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm trying to get funded because I have no money to trade of my own. So I'm trying to get funded to trade with their money, and until once I'm funded, I can then build up some money and then eventually move to my own brokerage account. But for now, this is what I do so I can trade with their money, working on getting funded. So you see me trading right now in the evaluation account. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen the way that some news can affect Bitcoin and all that. Oh, where are you from? Okay, let's see. Our retail sales report just hit. Let's see. Crude oil heading up. S&P giving us a buy signal here. Nasdaq, big move up here. 26-point move on the Nasdaq. Gold popped up and then popped right back down. Oh yeah, banks trying to get as much as they can out of you. And move back right back down. Yes, still trying to pop. Dollar doesn't sound too bad. Ouch. That's a lot for commission. Copper continuing to head down. That retail sales report didn't seem to do much, though we are heading. Ooh, NQ seems to want to head down. Are getting a short signal here. So we came down hard here, reversed 313 all the way up to 392. Now was it gonna come back down? I don't know. No, I don't use leverage. Well, I mean, I guess earn a trade might use leverage. I just do everything through that earn a trade that I showed you. So right now, is just an evaluation to see if I can be profitable to get funded through them. Have you ever looked at futures, things like crude oil, gold, uh, Nasdaq 100 index, etc.? Okay. Ouch. Yeah. Wow. It's a good point. Tesla has made such a amazing rise up. I can never doubt Elon Musk. And Q sending us a short signal. I missed it. Oh, that was quick. You mean on the Beer Money subreddit? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I'm still doing that. That's my main money source for now. Going in here on NASDAQ. Seems to want to continue heading down, maybe. Oh, bouncing here a bit, of course. There we see. In at NASDAQ at 15,343. Let's see if we continue head down. Yeah, I'm willing to. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to necessarily be involved in a Ponzi scheme. Oh, wow. Yep. Well, here's a bounce on NQ. Let's see if it comes up and takes my stop out. Yeah, it sounds like that's something I don't really want to risk anything on. There we go. Now we're moving in the right direction. A little bit of a pullback there, and then now we're heading down. Let's see if we continue. Oh, now it's coming back up. We're in this trade at 15,343, hoping for 30 points. Right now we're hanging right around my entry point. Uh, Looking for red. There's a, there's some more red. Yep, back to break even. See if it comes up to bounce off the SMA. My stop is 6 points above the SMA. Touch the SMA and back down. Nice. Trying to head back up. It's really indecisive right now. Looks like it's wanting to come up. Let's see if it bounces again off the SMA. If not, that just means we were wrong. Oh, there we go. Back, trying to head back down. Definitely struggling here. Oh, back up. Don't like the looks of that candle. Crude oil sending us a signal. Pulling back. There we go. Now we're back in profit on this trade. See if it continues to head down. Oh, back up, back down. It's really indecisive. Really struggling at this level. Do want to thank everyone for joining me this morning as we approach the 9 o'clock hour. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. If you have any questions, ask away. Comments, statements, insults, they're all welcome. See, gold has pulled back here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally, we have some movement here on this trade. Big move down. My stop was moved into profit. See if we continue to move down. There's a quick flush. Often a quick flush down will mean it quickly snaps back. Coming back up. It's probably going to take my trailing out. Let's see. Yeah. Uh, okay, I took my trailing out, so that was a bummer. It was still a winning trade. Only ended up getting $23 out of it, and it was up as much as 70, but it was a good. It bounced hard, so I'll look at the chart here in a minute to see if it give me any indication it was going to bounce back like that. But we're up $175 now on the day. 3 green trades in a row. So let's look at the chart quick. You see it's coming back down. I need to still need to decide whether trailing stops are the best thing for my strategy. But it did obviously touch the Bollinger Band on the 2, but you see it was doing that the entire way down. There's no real indication of reversal there. On the RSI, no real indication of a reversal there either. Didn't touch the Bollinger Band. Was not down below the 30 line at all. So there's no real indication that it was going to snap back like that. Let's see if it bounces off that SMA line. Most likely, if I hadn't been trailing the stop, there's a good chance it could have got more out of that. But I'm happy it was a green trade. 3 for 3. Much better morning than yesterday. Seeing a short signal here on gold. Made a nice move upwards. And it's been slowly coming back since. Oh, big reversal on gold after the short signal. That's a 15 tick candle. Pull back here on the UltraBond. UltraBond, it pulled back but bounced off the SMA. Copper's now squeezing in the bands. Popping up here on the NASDAQ. It's a 12-point candle. Russell, sending that buy signal there. Again, Q wants to do that too here shortly. Top of the hour here in just 5 seconds, so we'll wait. Pull back here on the Russell after that buy signal. See the ES also pulling back and Q pulling back. See if it breaks those SMA lines. Remember, if you're here from YouTube, I would appreciate if you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. You hear from Twitch, and you haven't hit that follow button, I would appreciate that too. But no pressure. Gold. There's gold in Damdar Hills. Try to pop back up. Everything's kind of sideways here as we had kind of seen what this is what we kind of see start. There we go. Mouth not working. Kind of what we were seeing yesterday morning about this time. Crude oil trying to pop up here, sending a buy signal. And QES also sending us buy signals now. Let's take a gamble here. Morning, Ace. How are you doing? Yep, I'm long NQ here as well. It's pulling back on me though. Don't like the looks of this candle. Pulling back. Oh, there we go. Back in green. And back to red. Oh, this seems weak. I could be wrong. It happened. Technically going against the trend here, so you see that 200 EMA looming up right above there. Blue lines. Uh, Gold popping down as well. Yeah, I just closed it, took a loss. Yeah, it's gonna pop back up here. Uh, 9-point loss. Oh, maybe it's not. So, see if I should have gave it more time, but seems like it wants to stair step down toward that SMA. UltraBond sending a short signal. And probably won't take any other trades here at this point until the open. I probably shouldn't have taken that trade either. Although I will say, I was answering someone on the Earn a Trade Discord, and I missed the entry on this. I got up 6 points late. I would still be in profit if I had gotten in at the off that actually off that buy signal at the right time. Copper sending a buy signal. Definitely wait on that. That had an amazingly strong downtrend. This is the first buy signal since that trend ended. We'll wait. That has more potential to possibly continue heading down. Yep, it's curling now. So yeah, I should have. We'll see where it goes. I got in at 77, I believe. Yeah, 77 and a half. It's back up. Yeah, it's now five. I'll be 5 points in the profit. Yep, we both uh, we both paper handed that one. I'm just a tad bit skittish today as well after my absolutely terrible, horrible day yesterday. I started yesterday morning off up $134. Ended the day down $374, so about a 500 point swing. I mean, $500 swing. And there, this trade goes. This would have been nice profit. Patience is a virtue, one I did not have there. It did seem like it was struggling. I thought for sure it was going to come all the way back to the SMA here and bounce, maybe bounce there, which would have been like 30, 40 points. Yep. Uh, so it's up 20 points now since what was my entry. Seems like it might grind up now to the open at least. That's okay. Oh, there's a pullback. So maybe it won't. Uh, how did you end up doing yesterday, Ace? My internet cut out on me. Comcast sucks. So I ended up having to end the stream. I tried again and it cut out again, so I didn't try it a third time. Yep, internet just went down. Now, Comcast had sent me a text message that told me on Wednesday they were going to be working on upgrading their network in my area, and I could expect possible service interruption. They never said anything about yesterday. Internet just cut out on me. Was down for like 20 minutes, came back, and then it literally went down like 5 minutes after it came back, and it went down like 4 different times, and it finally stabilized about noon for the rest of the day. But totally ruined my stream. And both times that it went out, the first two, I should say, the first two times it went out was right before the two big NQ drops. That if I had gotten in, I could have remade back some of the losses I had from yesterday, but wasn't to be. Comcast kept me from it. That's awesome. Great job, Ace. So copper is grinding up here. This would have been a good entry. Would have given me 20 ticks. I'm normally looking for 16 on copper, so that'd been an excellent entry right there. But like I said, I mean this is an amazing downtrend here we saw in copper. Basically, it's been falling since the past 6 hours. Total fall from 454 down to 441. So about 260 ticks at $12.50 a tick. It fell $3,200 a contract. Gold. I mean, so copper's had a. Eh, I don't think it was a widespread outage. It probably was just in this area, but I don't know. Comcast's uptime though sucks. It really does. I mean, I haven't had any problems, say in the last month, but there was a couple of times, I think back in November, where there was like a week where all my streams were cut in 2 and 3 because of outages. Well, Copper's had a really weird week. Charts really look ugly when you do this with all these buy and sell signals. But here, just 2 days ago, it had this meteoric rise up to 46, 4.6. Started coming back down yesterday, a slow grind, and then this gave almost everything, gave almost everything back that it gained on Wednesday. It's kind of weird. UltraBond pulling down as well. Right now, we're like red on everything besides maybe comp. Well, I mean, I guess it's still grinding upwards the indices. Eh, Actually, it's back down to what my entry point would have been. So, what about 15 points and pulled back? Not sure where the other usual gang is today. Vincent's not here. Walt's not here. True. NASDAQ flirting with a short signal, but we're 7 minutes before the open, so not messing with it. Yep. Uh, I'm staying flat until the open. Although I could have scalped a quick 7 points on that. Sometimes I feel like you could just randomly just enter NASDAQ, 5 point profit target, 5 point stop, and just keep doing that over and over again, and you would make a profit just on just out of random. .5 minutes to the bell, and there's the pop back up on NASDAQ. Came down, now pop back up by 25 points. Gold still heading down. And here is the buy signal. 5 minutes before the open. That short signal went away on NASDAQ. I mean, that buy signal, I'm sorry. It's kind of indecisive as we head into the open. Came back. So curious. I was tracking it. I need to go back to tracking it. It seems like the signal that occurs before the open, even when the open gets wild, ultimately that signal is the right signal. Like I think it was when I was tracking it, it was like 70% of the time. So keep an eye on that and see what it wants to do. 2 minutes to the bell. It's like AQ's bouncing band to band. Boom, 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 pinballing. Do a quick run through here. Gold's about mid-range since open. UltraBond about mid-range. Natural gas, not much going on here today. Nothing's made new highs and lows recently. That was an amazing drop there on crude. Yeah, copper did make a new low, obviously, since I did this. ES and NQ, oh, actually NQ, yeah, made a new low instead of ES. So there we go. And we'll lock it in here. Watch the open, watch the indices, see what they do. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, I was dinging a little bit earlier. There's the bell. So far we're up. Up 17 points on NASDAQ. 20. 2 points on ES. Strong momentum, 26. There we go. 40 points now on NQ. 4 on ES. 46 on NQ. 51. Gold's actually down below the 80 line. That's interesting. NQ up 50 points. 52. ES only up 2. $63 points now on NASDAQ. Very, very strong. So, right now, this is, as I said, the signal that comes in before the open, this time is absolutely the good signal as we are now up 65 points. I'm going to start track. I need to hire a statistician. Not that I can afford to hire somebody, but, you know, I need to hire someone to help keep track of these things I want to keep track of. Pulling back a bit here. It's well above that third band on the 5-minute chart, I believe. See, third band is at 15,540. We're 10 points above the band. So I would expect a slight pullback here. So we're still only 2 minutes into that candle. 3 minutes into that candle. Gold's again sending a signal about being below the 80 line. Yeah, there's the pullback on the Nasdaq. No, not really. Pulled back by about 5 points. Still up 62. Gold's still heading downward. UltraBond heading downward. Copper said what open? I didn't even I'm going to sleep. Okay, there's the pullback on the Nasdaq. Down about 10 points, 16 points. ES is really kind of muted compared to the Nasdaq. Crude still heading up. I poo-pooed that crude signal earlier, and it's gone up 50 ticks since. So that's smacking me in the face. Okay, so Nasdaq's pulled back by about 18 points from its top. Now 20. Getting back under that Bollinger Band. ES now sending a short signal? Yeah, it is. So now we're pulling back. ES, since the open's actually down now 3 points. Nasdaq's giving back 40 points off the top. Gold showing like it wants to pop back up here. So we're 5 minutes in now. Let's look at the RSI. So we did actually, this is actually kind of interesting. Up, I hit gold. Wrong chart. And Q did almost hit the 80 line before that pullback on the 1 minute chart. It's been interesting to try and play. Pull back 25 now. Oh, but now NQ's just recovered everything it had pulled back on and is back above the original high from that move. Gold has popped. So Nasdaq's going to be kind of weird now. But big move there. There was a 7-point move up on the S&P as well. Russell's heading up. So now since the open, 89 up to 72. About 85 points, if my quick math is right. It doesn't sound right. Something like that. I'm not paid to do math. Long signal on the S&P on the 5-minute chart. Seems like long might be the direction. Had that little bit of a pullback, but now that's kind of looking healthy. If I entered off of that buy signal that shot 3 minutes before the open, I'll be up 80 points. Gold did a little bit of a pullback, but now back to red. Nasdaq's high of the day is 556. We're at 479 and heading higher. We're now up 100 points since the open. ES is now up 15 points. NASDAQ coming up to its 200 EMA on the 5-minute. Wonder if there's a job out there for play-by-play announcers for um, stock chart movement. I think I could get a job. Big 81-point candle here after a 39-point candle to start. So right now you're looking at about 120 points since the open. And of course, this is where I don't know where I want to get in at, because where does it pull back? You see the bonds totally sold off. Bonds are down over a point and about a point and a half since less than half an hour ago. Gold's still struggling. Copper did come up very nicely from this buy signal as well. Have you grabbed anything? RSI on the NASDAQ is now nearing the 80 line on the top. Could be an interest. Let's watch this. Honestly, a pretty amazing open for the NASDAQ. Here, move to a 15-minute chart, and it's up 131 points. Now just about 35 points off its daily high. Leveling out here a bit. Gold popping up. It's woken up. So let's quickly. There's a buy signal on it as well. Not sure we're ready for that yet, but that's a big 25 tick candle. So you see we got below the yellow, the 80 line. I mean, sorry, the 20 line. here. It kind of straddled it here, came up here to the 70 line. That was this candle here, but it pulled back again. Seems like the yellow line might be the more important one, the SMA line on this. You see how it kind of rode that SMA line, and when it finally broke up, that's when we got it through that yellow line. That was when we started upwards. So this would have been a good candle to jump in on at 18.22. Did pull back to 18.19.8, but then boom. Now what's interesting is it boomed so fast that it actually did break through the Bollinger Band on the RSI, which kind of foretold that pullback here on this one, this 1 point pullback back inside the band. Could have quickly scalped that. Now, this would require some quick movement. Now, what I'm expecting here, we got the buy signal here, but you see we still have downtrending upper bands and a downtrending SMA. I'm expecting a pullback to the SMA, and if it wants to continue going, it's going to pull back and then maybe head up. I mean, it could just head up and bend the bands, but usually you see the bands kind of flatten first and then. So we'll watch that and see if I'm right. NASDAQ starting to show green again. Guess this weekend I need to find a new graphic for that where it says Happy New Year 2022. I need to hire a graphic designer as well. UltraBond trying to come up as well here. We see gold. Bands are starting to flatten, go horizontal. Two-bar pullback on gold. It's right at the 200 EMA. Pretty incredible open for NASDAQ. ES isn't doing bad either. ES since the open. The 15-minute candle was 16 points, 17 points. Interesting that it's hitting the SMA line on the 15-minute chart. Russell, kind of a weird looking chart for the Russell, but it's heading up as well. Up, gold did pull back a couple, now it seems like it's heading back up. Kind of interested in that. I'm just not 100% sure. Honestly, I could have got in on that buy signal, and I'll be in profit. It happens. NASDAQ slowing down a bit, taking a breath. Market seems to be taking a breath now, although the UltraBond's continuing to head down. So now things are calmed down. So now we start looking for signals of reversals, signals of whatever. For one or two more good trades. 1-3 lost one so far today. Up $137. Natural gas. Short signal. S&P's kind of interesting. If you look here, this is the lighter blue is the 50 EMA, and the darker blue is the 200, and it's kind of stuck in the channel between the two right now. Up, bounced off the 50, came down, bounced off the 200, up, kind of got above the 50, but bounced back down. So these two EMAs made its own channel that the price action is currently stuck in. Now got above that 200 EMA, I mean 50 EMA again there on the ES. Looks like the indices are trying to move up again. Gold bounced, so luckily I considered getting in here, but my instincts told me not to for a long. My instincts were right. Or maybe my instincts were right. Pulled back, now looks like it wants to continue up. We shall see. Not much happening right now. As we approach the 10 o'clock hour, I want to thank everyone for joining me. Feel free to say hello in the chat. If you're here on YouTube, please remember to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Continue to grow the channel. Signal on crude, signal on the UltraBond, UltraBond trying to come up, giving a buy signal, crude trying to come down, giving us short signal. Looks like we're heading back up now in the indices. And Q just made a new daily high. Almost 200 points now since the open on NQ. So very strong, very strong open after a very down. I mean, the entire. If you look at the Nasdaq here on the 5-minute chart. It was kind of heading down since about 2 a.m. Came all the way down. I mean, it lost. They lost 200, well, a little less than 200 points, and it's, obviously regained it all. So unfortunately, with everything heading in one direction, it doesn't really give us a signal. to go the opposite direction. So kind of sitting here waiting and hoping and hoping and waiting. Remember, that a lot of trading is waiting for that perfect. Well, I shouldn't say perfect. Waiting for the A plus setups, waiting for the good setups, watching the charts. One of the best things you can do is watch the charts, watch the price action as it's happening, and learn how things move. Start finding those patterns. Nasdaq pulling back here to its SMA. ES and Russell doing the same. UltraBond is sideways. Copper pulling back as well. Oh, gold just bounced off its EMA nicely. Nasdaq broke down below the CMA. I mean, sorry, SMA. Interesting move here. It's almost just about ready to send that short signal based on the ATR line here. UltraBond also heading back down. Consolidated, now moving down again. There's the short signal on ES. I'm sorry, on Q. Russell is sending us a short as well. Gold sending us a short. Everything short. Everybody must get short. Still have slightly uptrending bottom band, slightly uptrending SMA line. So I'm hesitating on that short signal because there's a good chance it could bounce here. So now it's already gone 20 points. So I should have just taken the 20 points. Those candles don't look like 20 points, but believe it or not, they're 20 points. Total, combined. This is a 10-point candle. This is now only a 1-point candle. So, but off this short signal, which fired 523 down to 496. So yeah, ES sending in this short signal now. I don't know. Yeah, I should have taken that NQ trade. Here's the bounce. So waited till it got down to the Bollinger Band to bounce. That would have been 30 points. My mistake there. Let's see if ES here comes up to its SMA line and then pops back down. See it popping up to the SMA. See it bounced off that third. I keep saying third band. Bounced off that Bollinger Band on the RSI. Pretty solid move back up though. It's through the SMA line. Let's see if it reverses again. So it's above the SMA, so we want to watch to see if it drops back below. Signal firing on Crude. Crude's trying to come down as well. Watching and waiting. I really believe that this ES is going to pop down, back down. But I am wrong every now and then. You can see this kind of moves happening on the NASDAQ. It's right at the SMA line. It's trying to pop back down. And there's the ES. There you go. There's that short signal on Crude. Looking like it might want to go down. Thank you for saying that so it can be heard on the mic. Still trying. See if the SMA line hits not curved down yet, but we do have the curve down here on the SMA on the RSI. And you can see it crossed here on the 859 candle, 959 candle. So it actually crossed there. Wow, really? Confirming that. Okay, it was actually this candle came down. So this would actually been a decent entry point. When it crossed down there, obviously. And then other than a nice 10-point move on the ES, that's impressive. So it's kind of curling back up and following up the SMA line. And Q kind of making that same move. I should have entered Crude. Crude's down a few ticks. Now there's the move down, possibly breaking the SMA. Make that a little bit bigger. Honestly, it's taken longer than I thought it was going to. And now it's actually, this is kind of looking like it's going to continue upwards. Now that I look at it from further out. But maybe not. I want to see it come down a little bit more though. The low of this move is 35. We're still at 44. So I do want to see more confirmation that we are heading downward, not just a continuation of a slow grind up. But there's not much else going on, so we'll watch this. Q, okay, looks like we're going the opposite way. So this looks like it might have just been a pullback. We're getting buy signals on the ES and the NQ. Now I want to see it get back above this recent high on either one of these before I take this buy signal. That's because I don't want to, where I get into this where it's kind of just going up and down around the SMA line. Recent high on the ES is 46.52. We're 3 points below that. Recent high on the NQ was 95.95. We're 50 points below that. Wow. Sometimes it's hard to believe how many points these little candles represent. And you see how it's just kind of hanging on that SMA line. That's what I was afraid of. And when you're dealing, the size of these candles, you don't want to jump in. Because right now, this candle was reversed by 21 points. So that would have stopped me out. Russell also hanging right on it, SMA. Crude, that short signal really wasn't that great. 84 down to 66, so you got 18 ticks. Could have been a decent scalp. Now we're buy signal heading back up. Copper sideways. After that, a big explosive open. Everything's kind of boring right now. We're back below the SMA on the ES. Natural gas moving upwards. Okay, so we see this break here. This is actually what I was waiting for, and it looks like it might be happening here. You see on the ES here, the SMA line is starting to curl down. Now we do have this move back up here, this green candle. These are actually big candles for the ES. This is a 5-point candle. These are big candles for ES at 4 and 5 points each. And there's the move down. My previous low was at 35. We're still at 44. And we are above both the moving averages here. Remember they got stuck in a channel. ES got stuck in this channel between the two moving averages earlier. So you kind of want to see it get back down into at least into that channel. Patience is key. Key to what? I'm not sure. Another pop on green. So we shall wait. We shall wait. Red again, but we're back above the SMA, so we'll definitely want to see a drop below there. Question is now, are we heading down or we're just going to stay sideways? Up, big move up there. Looks like it's not heading down. I actually got a buy signal. It's actually above, I think it just made a new high. No, it didn't. High of this new high of this move. That was a big move up for NASDAQ as well. Looking for one more good trade at this point. Market's definitely slowed down, and we see it pulling back already here. Off of that quick move up. Wow, came back, came up that fast and gave it all back. This actually could be the move down. Sometimes the market likes to give one more big try up and then heads downward. See if it breaks the SMA. Just watching here, trying to see. Feel like there's an entry to be made here. We're gonna go here. Uh, okay, I am in on an MES trade. $46.35.5. My entry. Yep, popping back up is gonna stop me. Stop me out. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no. My stop may not be wide enough, but I don't really want to widen it. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Come on, baby. Continue. Continue. Yeah, there we go. Let's continue that move down. Yeah, that's what I like. Probably running that trailing stop too tight. How'd you do, Ace? ES giving me a short signal there, so I entered even before the short signal. See if it continues downward. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we just got stopped by our trailing. Nice little bounce. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Now up $243 on the day. That trade gave us 4.25 points. So after yesterday, it's a bad day. Great, pretty good day today. I was feeling pretty frustrated after yesterday, and today was I needed today just to get me confident again. Yes, it is. Thank you, Ace, and great job, Ace. S&P, I mean, it's sending me that short signal now. Part of me actually wants to get back in here. I think we'll just watch it. What's NQ doing? NQ's also sending me a short signal. Interesting. S&P's bumping up against that 200 period EMA. There's a bounce. NQ a bounce into a. Yeah, you're right. Although technically it's only 9. It's not the afternoon. But yeah, you're right. I mean, things were already slowing down before that. Although part of me thinks that this is the start of a move back down. A big move back down. But I don't know. We'll stream for another 30 minutes or so and see what happens. UltraBond came up. Interesting. 7 green candles in a row there. Oh, sorry, that's natural gas, not UltraBond. Oops. UltraBond. Well, it came up too. So I was talking about it, but yeah. Gold's. That's a weird chart for gold. Yep, Nasdaq is bouncing there. So yeah, that would have been a bad entry. So I'm glad I didn't take that entry. I'm glad I listened to Ace. It's back in that channel now. Whether I don't know if it's going to stay in that channel, but it is interesting how we got stuck in that channel for like 10 minutes between these two EMAs. Now they've tightened, but here we are back again. The last 3 minutes at least, 3 candles are in between. 4 candles actually are in between these two EMAs on the ES. Oh no, while you may not have a crystal ball, I do listen to ideas. I mean, that's part of why we're here trading with different people or whatnot is to hear thoughts and stuff from others, not trading in a vacuum. And quite honestly, you seem to be way more successful at this so far than I am. So I'm definitely not one of those traders that think they know it all. besides, ES is going down now, so now that I missed this trade, I can blame you. Just kidding. I will say though, if I had taken this signal based on the parameters that I have set in the MES, this would have stopped me out. It's going now, but it would have stopped me out. I definitely don't have a wide enough stop in the set in that for this market condition. It's only a 2.5 point stop. Which, I'm not sure why it's so tight, because I don't, that was what, 2 contracts, right? You're talking to myself out loud. No, it was 5 contracts, okay. So, I'll have to look at that. My goal is to get everything to conform to $100 or less on a loss and $150 or more on a gain, preferably 200 on a gain. So that's probably why I set that to that. That must be what that worked out to. My math isn't working, but I might need to cut that down. Though I take ES trades a lot less than I take NQ trades. We do see NQ has, from that short signal, has already dropped 25 points. I wonder if this is going to be an all-day drop. I shouldn't say all day, but like heading into the afternoon, if we're going to see this drop another 200 points like yesterday. Isn't this what kind of what we did yesterday? I don't remember because I kept getting disconnected, so I don't, and I blocked it out of my mind. But alright, maybe not. Well, that's right. The open yesterday was ugly. I remember that now. All choppy. I took a loss on something on the ill-advised. And then went sideways and then went down all day. Yeah. I'm going to be looking at some stats this weekend. You know, I was playing last night with looking at in the evening when things are slower. You can see here, I was charting out. This is a 7.5 by 15 points on NQ. And you can see through the evening from open, 1 loss, 1 win, 2 wins, 2 losses, 3 losses, 3 wins, 4 wins, 4 losses, 5 wins, 6 wins through just about midnight Eastern or 11 o'clock my time. So that's a 2-1, so 6-5. So I want to see what kind of. I mean, if I had just taken every trade last night, every signal besides the ones that are obvious, like this one was obviously probably not going to work, and this one here that was in the third band. But if just taking just about every signal at 2-1, I would have been up like 35 points for the evening with one contract. That's good. Hey CFT, how you doing? I actually got the price of copper's fallen majorly today, so he might have just, been trying to get the it might have been like a clearance sale. You can see copper did an absolute free fall. Free fall. And come for the trades, stay for the singing. That's true. Yeah, but you're guaranteed 3 meals. Yep. Man, CFT, I see you here, but my likes on this stream have not gone up any. What's up with that? And a possible companion. Hey, thanks, CFT. That's what I was just joking around. Fun note that if you like this banter between me and the CFT, you can come to the Earn to Trade Discord, where we're doing this all the time. Well, except when CFT misses all the fun action when he's out walking his dogs, which is like 62 times a day, it seems like. Copper completely sideways. Nasdaq slowly grinding down. ES slowly grinding down. UltraBond kind of sideways. CFT, did you catch some wonderful short action on the bonds earlier? Those dogs are costing you money. Little bump up there on NQ. Things are looking sideways-ish for the most part, so I probably am done for the day. We'll stream for another 20 minutes. But up 243 on the day, and I believe that'll give me a green week. Let me look. Yes, I am green for the week. And I'm green for the month. And as Kermit says, it's not easy being green. So we're about halfway through the month, and I'm up 535. Hopefully we can continue that. That'd be nice. And as a reminder, each day I do post my P&L on Twitter now. So even if I'm not streaming, or if I take a trade after I get off stream, you can see my final P&L each day, and a quick synopsis on the Mighty Ox Trading Twitter account. The other day, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. No, Tuesday morning. Like literally 5 minutes after I got off stream, I entered an MNQ trade, and hit $240. It's like, why couldn't I do that when I was on the stream? Reminder: the next stream is Monday night, 7:45 Eastern time. Tuesday morning then, it's the next morning stream, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Be sure to stop by if you're not walking your dogs. How's agriculture doing? Corn, sideways, slightly uptrending. Soybeans, really sideways after a downtrend. Bitcoin, back down to under 43,000. And Tesla's really fallen too, along with the way this whole market has. Was it back above 1100? Now it's down to 1031. That looks like we're slowly grinding down here. 50 points since this short signal. I think he's gone. It's only showing me as one person watching now. That must be you, Ace. Although these numbers sometimes lie. I know one of his dogs is Shiba Inu. He literally has a Doge. I want to say he has three dogs. Actually, I'm looking uh, looking back at the message history on the Discord. My God, I've literally found 30 messages where he says he's going to walk his dogs. Uh, yep. All I found is that he has a Shiba Inu. And Q bouncing back up, so maybe it's not an all day drain. Copper bouncing back up. Gold bouncing back up. Wow, what did something happen? Everything's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. UltraBond bouncing up. All of a sudden, everything's green. But it looks like it might have been a temporary thing. Hey, have a great weekend, Ace. See you next week.